Okay, hello again, everyone. It's Russ here, as always, with yet another video. So I figure, since Monty, stories from the internet was briefly discussed in chat while I was watching Hikaru's daughter, I think the other day it was, yeah. I figure, why not go through some of the lore regarding Monty now, for those of you that are not up to date on it. So, basically, okay, Monty, who also is known as Stories from the Internet, was accused by a lot of ladies of really disgusting stuff, and there is, I think, actual proof that he has done all of the things that are alleged, well, that have been alleged of him. So I'm going to start because I think there is, yeah, there's only 25 pages. So I don't know. Hell with it. I'll go through all 25. I don't care. It's probably going to take me a bit, but that's fine. So here we go. We're going to start at the first page. Okay. Kate Farm Shill, and this is from 2022, so it's old, but it's whatever. Okay, mods. This thread is for the Death Fats board. All right. Dear women, don't do this. The word creep is mostly used by women to describe a guy not to their liking. If I approach a woman and she doesn't like my look, then she will call me a creep or weirdo or anything along those lines. When a woman says, I don't like guys approaching me, what she really means is she doesn't like guys she doesn't find attractive approaching her. Furthermore, why bring up sex dolls? I mean, if sex dolls help you get further in life by not wasting time looking for women, then great. Too many guys waste their time on women that find them as low value rather than being productive in the world. I don't have a need for a sex doll because I can get sex. In fact, I turn it down based on the needs of my work schedule. And yes, I do like traditional wives slash mothers. It is my preference since a strong household is the key for many men to go out in the world with a strong head on their shoulders. The data on single parent households even suggests this. Don't come in hot calling me a creep and suggesting I have a sex doll if you can't take the blowback. Just saying. Oh, yeah, it's another thing that Monty was pretty much blown to high hell over is the fact that he likes sex dolls. All right. Montego, Monty Cruz, real name Carrie K. Crooks, is a 39-year-old thin-skinned incel creep living in Brampton, Ontario, who rose to prominence in Girl World in 2021 when he began doing reaction videos to Foodie Beauty, Sagittarius Shoddy, and Amberlynn Reed. Known for being soft-spoken and relatively respectful for a fat lady reaction channel, he accumulated a dedicated hug box of mean girls who wanted to pretend they were not mean girls and began making bank on his round-the-clock streams about fat women making poor life choices. On June 30th, 2022, Monty was exposed as being the writer of Strategic Millennial and Bossless Mindset, red pill blogs promoting semen retention and abstaining from masturbation to increase your manliness and give you literal superpowers. He has also used the same handles on Reddit to give incel dating advice, be sexually aggressive to teenagers, and write humiliating temper tantrums about mean women being mean. As of July 2022, he is currently in damage control mode, claiming those writings and accounts, all of which use either his name or likeness or both, are not actually him, but his edgy ex business partner, Jack Splint, who happens to write exactly like Monty and make the same grammar and syntax errors. Strategic millennial, bossless mindset. Monty fancies himself a blogger, forex trader, SEO expert, manifestor, and lifestyle coach, but seems to be the type to get sucked into get rich quick scams normal people are smart enough to detect before they throw their money into it. In other words, he's the male equivalent of an MLM Hun, too stupid to recognize a scam and too arrogant to admit he fucked up. Okay, Montego Cruz, blogger, trader, SEO expert, and manifester. Canadian entrepreneur, founder of bosslessmindset.com, co founder of Red Bear SEO, mentor with affiliate marketing and SEO expert. Shopify and WooCommerce integration expert, passionate about LOA, synchronicity, manifestation, and SR areas of expertise. I will give you advice on WordPress, Shopify, WooCommerce, and organic optimization. Created 2 years ago in sales and marketing slash advertising. I have built and profited from multiple online sites using only organic traffic. For some and for others, I have a Shopify store or a WooCommerce store. I know how to sell as well as to. Okay, Monty's first attempt at becoming e-famous so he doesn't have to contribute to society in any meaningful way came in 2018 with his aborted, totally abysmal music career under the name Monty Cruz, archived here. He tried again in 2020, and I'm not going to even bother listening to any of the music he made. Because, I'm tired and don't care enough. I'm tired, and no offense, I really just I don't even care enough because it's probably bad. No offense. Okay, he tried again in 2020 with the creation of Strategic Millennial, a website devoted to telling men that they need to stop masturbating if they want women to flock to them or something. On this website, Monty promotes semen retention and the no-fap movement to bring yourself to a higher vibrational lifestyle or whatever completely schizo shit he's talking about here. Apparently, in a laughable attempt to hide that this was him, Monty used this random stock image of a Filipino man instead of his own image on the biography page. Note that his co-author, Jack, is also clearly using a stock image. Montego Cruz. Montego has been a blogger for years. He is an avid photographer, camper, and health nut. He is originally from Toronto and has lived all over the world. He loves to travel and enjoy life. Catch him on Higher Vibrations at the Toronto Raptors or Montreal. Okay, yeah. All right. Around the same time that Strategic Millennial started, Monty and Jack started another blog called Bossless Mindset, where they will tell you how a real alpha male treats his finances, his women, and his own penis. They even offered life coaching sessions for just $800 for 2 weeks or $2,200 for 8. Check out that Lorem Ipsum, 2-week coaching package. Nobody is paying that much money for any of this. All right, Bossless Mindset is a username he recycled, much like his semen, for a YouTube account, where he talks about his lack of masturbation habits some more and how they have elevated the vibrational frequency of his life. This is something all alpha males do. Partial archive of his Bossless Mindset YouTube channel is available here. Stories from the Internet. Yes, Monty's current YouTube channel, Stories from the Internet, was created in June 2020, but the oldest extant video as of writing was this short clip from December 2020, where he calls out pickup artist David Bond. The video begins with Monty saying, "Welcome back to Stories from the Internet." And by the way, I'm not going to play any of this because I don't want to get a strike. Indicating there was other content he removed from the account after he took off as a fat lady commentator and grew his audience of pearl-clutching Karens. With only 10K subscribers as of July 2022, his channel is nowhere near the largest in the Reactmosphere, but he gets a high amount of engagement, more importantly, super chats from women with no self-esteem. Like all reactors, Monty is basically criticizing the girls for doing exactly the same things he does, including having a completely shit diet comprised entirely of fast food, overestimating their attractiveness to potential sex partners, and living in a filthy horde of boxes. Fun fact, he went to Orange Julep in Montreal as well as to Ottawa, trying to stalk Chantal, Foodie Beauty, IRL. And as of July 2022, was talking about attending her fake boyfriend Nader's court date to report on Natter's court date to report on Natty's rape case. Okay, yeah, this was around the time that all the stuff with May Anderson was starting to be blown up. For those, that's another thing that a lot of you guys should be aware of is May Anderson. May Anderson sued. Yeah, I think she did sue him. Yeah, she sued Natter for SA, right? For SA. She filed a lawsuit against him over that. A typical Monty stream consists of him restreaming whatever the girls are doing and making the most milquetoast observations known to man, While a group of lonely, sad women call in to talk about their narcissistic ex boyfriends, offer Chantal unsolicited life advice she will never take, and wail about how they are nothing at all like her. It's not unusual for six or more women to call in and monopolize the airtime with their own self induced problems. Sometimes these guests attract minor attention of their own by being so damaged they stand head and shoulders above the rest. This is very exciting for them. Okay. Monty created three other Hater Nation adjacent channels after SFTI took off: Monty After Dark, Monty's Inner Thoughts, and Monty versus Minty. The content on these is functionally indistinguishable from each other. It's not unusual for Monty to be streaming with various brain dead women for 4 to 6 hours per day, every day, across his channels. His only real utility was making Chantal cry about stream sniping and occasionally scream at him through her TV. Monty kept himself semi relevant by taking trips to various places in Ontario and Quebec, hoping to run into Chantal IRL, interviewing anyone in her orbit who would give him the time of day, and allowing jealous fat bitches who couldn't get attention on their own to come on his stream. By spring 2022, he was restreaming nearly everything Chantal did. 100 hours of Chantal streams some months. This got to the point where the poutine queen herself openly mocked him for being online more than she is, and evidently hinging his entire income on reacting to what a morbidly obese, drug-addicted BPD train wreck from Ottawa was doing with her own life. He attracted minor controversy when he platformed the Z-lister of the Gunt Extended Universe, Roman El Roman, one of the many men Chantal used to try to make her not boyfriend, crackhead Egyptian grifter, jealous. Roman, being a Muslim, made openly transphobic and pro-freedom convoy comments that Monty's audience of virtue signaling pearl clutchers found offensive. The only one of his side channels to deviate from the BPD bitches cackle about other BPD bitches format is his Monty versus Minty channel, where he does embarrassing impersonations of Gunt Extended Universe characters. This appears to be an attempt to capture the audience of the infinitely more talented and funny Cheyenne Jasmine. However, because he is Monty, he basically just turns on the camera and talks about other men's cocks for a few minutes. Shit's dire. Not listening to any of this stuff either. Streisanded. Monty's connection to his incel antics was made on June 30th, 2022, when, in his infinite brilliance, he decided to stream himself scrolling through Chantal's KF thread and expose his own profile pic in the process. Activate PP Chat Autismo mode at Delilah Radio Show spotted the profile picture, and at Chorton almost immediately traced it back to Monty's account by checking the list of users currently viewing BP Chat. Like all attention-seeking, low IQ reaction channels, Monty could not help but register for the Kiwi forums using this same handle, which he had already attached to his real name and photos on multiple platforms at Strategic Millennial, and to promote his own YouTube channel in nearly every post. Within minutes, someone was in his YouTube stream chat asking him about his semen retention, and he abruptly ended the stream in a panic. His KF profile was soon flooded with people concerned about his semen levels and calling him a retard. And like any innocent man who didn't do nothing, he has spent the last several days chimping out that the mean ladies on the BP are mocking his small dick energy. This was brought to YouTube attention when irrelevant shitslinger and former panelist Choliflower made a community post linking to the initial expose in the Hater Nation thread. All right. So Choliflower says, "Hey all, so this is not the kind of post I like to make at all, being that I believe everyone had the right to their own opinions and beliefs. But unfortunately, I feel that these particular views, especially in a community that is laden with women, strong, independent minded, loving, and deeply affected women who come together to express themselves on a platform, these admissions are highly offensive and derogatory to those that engage with this individual. I know that you shouldn't necessarily believe everything you read or find on the internet, but I could not just stay complacent when I personally am highly offended being a mother of a 19-year-old, and also that views like these can skew perceptions of those who play a role in this community who gives off they have such intelligence and integrity. I'm appalled at what came across my path today. These are the posts that came up on the forums. View them and use your own judgment from my personal place. I am politely stepping back and keeping my personal thoughts out of this, but I cannot keep silent on my moral side of this." Okay. The news spread quickly throughout girl world, and within a few hours, Chantal was joking about Monty's semen retention on her streams. Rather than just man up and stand by his words, on July 1st, Monty went live on his Monty After Dark channel to claim that the farms had it all wrong and just jumped the gun instead of coming to him for the honest answer. He claims that the Strategic Millennial website was just a result of trend hacking, trying to get in on trending content or corner a niche to get more views while he was trying to make a name for himself in web design. All those terrible things were written by his former business partner, Jack Splint, who got into drugs and alcohol and was only being edgy for SEO purposes. Monty claims he broke it off with Jack and no longer associates with him due to his edgelordy incel shit and substance abuse. Of course, this does not explain why, if he was trying to disavow this era in his life because his ex-friend has hijacked his e-persona and sullied his good name, he would choose to register for the Kiwi Farms using that handle. Okay, yeah, here we go. Here's all the allegations that are confirmed, actually. They're not allegations, they're true, they're facts. Here's all the stuff about Monty, right? Asking underage girls for stuff, teenage girls. Monty used the same username on Reddit to tell teenage girls how to groom their pubic hair and demanded photos from them like the creepy incel he is. You/strategic millennial comments. Okay, it says that isn't a threat. It needs to be a statement that says exactly what I will do if you don't comply, i.e., a clear statement of harm. My statement can mean you better show me a picture or else I will buy you ice cream. This is chess, not checkers. Dear women, don't do this. R/long-term dating 1 year ago. When did I threaten you, triggered feminist? That's Monty saying that, by the way. Dear women, don't do this. R/long-term dating 1 year. Why are you so triggered? Triggered. Triggered feminist nuclear meltdown. You better show me that picture or else. Triggered feminist. What I look like. What's your dressing style? Triggered feminist. Okay. I knew it. 19 and haven't matured yet. Your views now will be completely different when you are 35 to 40. I guarantee it. I also guarantee you wouldn't be slapping me in public if I said anything if you knew I was 6 foot between 210 to 220 pounds. I am glad you are admitting you are a low tier Becky, and thanks for the Halloween 2021 costume idea. I think I should be the Green Goblin or Hobgoblin next year. What do you really want to do to misogynistic men? Just let it out. Tell me, no matter what it is. Ninja Ginge. If you think negging is going to make me suck your dick, you're wrong. You've proven just how childish you are. Thanks for playing incel in denial, and thanks for shooting yourself in the foot. You've just done a lot for feminism. Nothing exposes a piece of shit like baiting him into exposing how much of a pervy man-child he is. I disapprove of negging. It only works on women with self-esteem problems. Show a picture, private message me like all the other feminists do, and send the picture. No, you fucking creep. My face is in no way relevant. Show it. You are a 1 out of 10, aren't you? Why? What on earth would it prove? Why would it matter either why would it matter either way? Why should I pander to an incel creep who probably can't wait to dox me? Show your face first, grown man creeping on teenage girl. You're triggered. I'm disgusted by yet another entitled creep. What's your dressing style, triggered feminist? None of your fucking business, pedo creep. An image girl link. Lol, still not sending shit. His replies to the meanie doo-doo heads and BP sound exactly like the comments he made at women on Reddit using his U/strategic millennial account. Next time, read something you are commenting on and take your dumb shit username and ideas back in a waste of time subs. This sub is for helping people form strong relationships. No one wants to slay your smelly snatch. Keep talking about you can actually take a raccoon up the ass without permanent damage and take your shit elsewhere, goof. Stay on your meds and shut the fuck up, you fucking loser. Stay in insane people Facebook and spout nonsense. I would scrape my eyes out if I found out what your trash ass looks like. Loser can't even post a picture of your hideous ass. The only thing trash and medicated is you. Move your garbage to another sub where you can report users like a fucking loser. His favorite response is to accuse people of being a chomo, despite that he is the one who told a teenager to send him a pic of her groomed pubic area and insisted she be peach fuzzed or a landing strip, because Monty cannot handle that adult women grow hair on their vulvas. Thanks. Make sure you are peach fuzzed or a landing strip, okay? The Punani. All right, never mind. This is the last thing I'm reading. I changed my mind. I'm not going to go through all 25 pages. I'm lazy. Haha. Okay, if you want a stronger, more defined jaw like Monty has, stop masturbating immediately, for he is the pinnacle of masculine beauty, and it only took 2 years of being such an incel, he won't even fuck himself to achieve it. R/man versus FAP, the defined jawline. When you practice no FAP, not only do you get clearing and more radiant skin, but your jawline will be defined and sculpted. A study published in the journal Nature Communications discovered that men with high levels of the hormone testosterone and certain stress hormones also have stronger immune systems and tend to have more masculine facial features, such as a strong jawline. The study further alludes to this mixture of hormones helping men attract more women. The jawline is a powerful thing. It can allude to strength or weakness by whoever perceives it. Strong chins with a defined jawline are often associated with dominance and power. People with strong jaws are often assumed to have assertive personalities, are seen as successful, and are commonly considered to be more attractive. On the other hand, weak jaws are associated with people who are timid and easily controlled. And of course, women prefer men with a strong jawline. Furthermore, many other no-fappers are noticing a change in their jawlines and getting better and stronger each day. This Reddit account also uses a picture of him in a post, but it's totally not him, guys. See, the bio says it's Jack Splint. What I look like, yeah, there's a picture of him with no shirt on. Okay, yeah. Karma 697 Cake Day, April 2nd, 2020. Okay, Jack has allegedly moved to Colombia and is unable to be contacted by anyone. The 39-year-old incel version of I have a boyfriend, but I have a boyfriend, but he goes to a different school. Monty's excuse was to show another Reddit account under the name Bossless Mindset, claiming this is his real account, as everyone knows it is impossible to make more than one account on Reddit.com. This account also sounds exactly as chimpy and thin-skinned as his posts on Strategic Millennial. Ugh. All right, I'll read this, whatever this is, and then I'm going to be done. Bossless Mindset, 1 point. You haven't won shit, you fake talking, zero receipt, having sex with your left and right hand, having motherfucker. No one believes your bullshit. Sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up. You are the one that loves winning internet arguments, you fucked hard. That is why you go from subreddit to subreddit attacking people. Well, this is one you lost. Fuck off. All right. And with that out of the way, I am done. So I hope you guys enjoyed that brief deep dive into Monty and his lore. And I'll see you later. Have a good one, as always. Bye.